It's been just over 2 months since a gunman attacked the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc Township, killing 4 parishioners and scarring the community.
We followed every development, and our Faraz Javed, one of the first on the scene. Tonight, Faraz has a story you'll see only on 7.
He's taking you inside the fight to save lives inside the burning church, with body camera video showing you the harrowing moments through the eyes of the Genesee County Sheriff's deputies, who are also trained medics.
We have an active shooter of the church and PD's on scene saying the building is also on fire.
You never really think that it can happen that close to home.
South end of the building, south end of the building.
When I got there, the shooter was already down.
Drop the gun now!
We're coming out, we got ammunition going off the side, having fire.
The building was on fire inside.
We got children inside too.
The smoke was so thick, you begin almost choking.
We can't see any victims over here, it's covered in smoke.
Everybody was doing their part, but it was chaos.
I need manpower up here ASAP. I have people trapped in the building.
Police! Come out! Come towards the light!
It was right here at this Grand Blanc LDS church where tragedy unfolded. The morning of September 28th, gunfire, chaos, and lives hanging in the balance. But a response from a specialized unit of the Genesee County Sheriff's Office was unlike anything you might expect.
No, start a 4th alarm.
Multiple law enforcement agencies and fire departments responding on McClandish Street right now.
Captain 1, I got fire through the roof now.
Exclusively obtained, this body cam footage shows sheriff's medics Dustin Roy and Colette Hunt were among the first on the scene.
You were hearing on the radio that the shooter was down, but at that point, there was no way for you guys to know if there was a second shooter.
There was conflicting stories that said that there was more than one, and then one had taken off.
Police! Sheriff's office!
Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson says these were no ordinary medics.
They have tactical helmets, rifles, and their trauma kits. And they're looking for the deceased, they're looking for the injured, and they're also looking for a possible second offender.
Since 1978, this is the only specialized tactical unit in Michigan that can render aid and neutralize a threat at the same time.
I can see the cars that were here that had bullet holes in them.
The suspect opened fire. The survivors in this vehicle can actually see bullet holes right there.
I was one of the first reporters to arrive on the scene. At the time, we were hearing a lot of kids were unaccounted for.
Kids or adults, you still have to try. And we tried crawling until we couldn't see and the air wasn't breathable. And I finally grabbed him by the back and said, we got to get out.
Spit chunks of black for, 3 or 4 days afterwards and felt like I couldn't breathe. Got a pretty nasty sinus infection from it, but all of it was well worth it just to make sure that nobody was in there.
Center to all EMS units monitoring. Be advised, Genesis is currently code black. They can only take 3 more traumas.
That fateful day, Hunt officially treated 3 patients, while Roy triaged countless others, both seeing something this horrific for the first time in their around decade-long careers in law enforcement.
What's the one moment you'll never forget about that day?
The steeple falling.
All units pull out, roof is collapsing.
And there was like a weird fire tornado that was next to it, and both him and I were like, man, it looks like hell.
That was the biggest emotional thing for me. The way that it fell, too, reminded me very much of 9/11. I was
straight down.
Hunt and Roy will never forget September 28th. They say this moment of the two, captured on body cam, is burned into their memory forever.
When you look at that picture, you can only see fire and nothing else. It's like you guys are walking into fire.
That's what it was like.
When I look at that picture, a piece of scripture stands out to me. It's Isaiah 6:8. You heard the voice of God. Of whom shall I send? Who will go for us? And Isaiah said, here am I, send me.
Hey, what do you mean?
Here am I, send me. Walking into a desolate situation, I wouldn't rather be anywhere else.
Somebody hold this woman.
Luck played a factor that day. If you would have given that shooter an additional 60 seconds without police intervention that day, it would have been 1,000-fold more catastrophic than it already is.
And you guys can say that because you have experienced active shooters plenty of times.
Both of us are actually active shooter instructors. Yes, I can definitively say that.
This is going to be triage right over here.
A lot of the kids that you mentioned that were missing were LS trained through their school, so they all knew exactly what to do. They all just hopped out the window and took off running into the woods.
For people who are still trying to make sense of this, who are still trying to heal,
What would your advice be for them?
Don't let hate fill the void. That's what caused the shooting. It was pure hate. It's a day that I saw order come out of chaos. A day where the community came together, and I saw the best of EMS, fire, and police.
In Grand Blanc Township, I'm Faraz Javed, 7 News Detroit.
Just incredible images to see there, kind of hard to see, actually.
Yeah, an unprecedented look at what our first responders endure,
Right.
you know, trying to save us. So.
And I was there on the scene that day, and I remember all those first responders. You could tell it was just a very traumatic event, and they were themselves trying to process what was going on at the time.
Close-knit community.
Very.
So this has touched us all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very.